please raise your hand, and we'll begin with Michelle.
Hi, Drake. Big game, obviously, tomorrow. I mean, everything, knockout game at Columbus. Tata has been saying that he thinks Columbus is the best team in the league. You guys did beat them in the previous game. I'm just wondering, but you had a really big save in that game. I remember that was a dicey game. What are you expecting from this game tomorrow, and how different do you think it'll be playing them up there in an elimination game versus playing them here in a regular season game? Thank you.
Yeah, I'd say I agree with Tata on that they're a great team. Of course, they're doing really well in the season. They had a good run in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, and it's something that we're going to be very aware of as we go up there to play them. Of course, it's League Cup. It's a different tournament other than league, so I think we're going to have our hands full with them. I think overall, like attacking, defending, how they play, their style of play is very difficult to compete with.
How are they different from other teams?
There's a whole lot of possession. They work very well together. They're fast, smart players. So we're going to do our best to go there and compete. And, yeah, we're playing away from home. It's an elimination game, so there might be a little bit more pressure or a little bit more feeling around it. But I think those are the games that pro players look forward to playing.
Andrea?
Hi, Drake. I wanted to ask you about Columbus and their attacking players. I guess you have been studying and preparing for this matchup because they have one of the best duos in MLS and in whole CONCACAF in Cucho Hernandez and Rossi. And also, if you had practiced penalties, you were a star last year in this competition, and you scored your penalty when you had to take it. So have you had a chance to practice that in this week leading up to this matchup? Thank you.
Yeah, Columbus' attacking players are very good. I think it's something that we experienced in league play. They have a lot of threats. Really, all of them are quality players. So, of course, as a goalkeeper and leader of the defense, is something that we're going to do our best to stop. And yeah, of course, it's Leagues Cup. It goes straight to pens after regular time. So if it comes down to it, I feel prepared to take my penalty and do my best in the shootout.
Jose?
Drake, just because this is an elimination game and maybe the first opportunity since the Champions Cup in CONCACAF, where would you rate this game in terms of importance for you guys? And I have a quick second question because CJ got the start a few weeks ago in Leagues Cup. I'm just wondering, how did you guys as goalkeepers perceive that? And he was very excited talking to us after in the mix zone. What was the environment like between the goalkeepers when he got the start?
Yeah, I was super proud of CJ. I mean, he works so hard, such a great teammate, such a great goalkeeper. I know he has a lot of quality. So to see him, get a win, get a clean sheet, help our team start Leagues Cup off the right way was huge. I think everyone on the team was very proud of him. And, it was just a big moment for him. So I think that's the cool thing about our team is players are able to step up, do their job, and perform well, and very, very proud of him. I think. Could you repeat the second question?
Just rating this game for you guys, just because it's maybe the first elimination game since Champions Cup earlier this year.
Yeah, I mean, again, tough game. Of course, an elimination, and you want to win those games. You don't. It's either win or go home. So it's something that will be difficult playing away from home. They have a good atmosphere there, and yeah, it's just good experience for our team as well, playing in these type of games where you have to compete, you have to play well. There's not much margin for error, and so I think our team is ready for it, and we're going to do our best tomorrow night.
Do you feel like you're a different team than what you were when you play against Monterrey in Champions Cup to what you guys are in it right now?
I think teams change over time. I think our values as a team have remained, but I think more players are healthy. Players have gotten different opportunities. A lot of players have stepped up, and so I think we have a bit more depth now compared to early in the year. And a lot of guys have confidence and playing with confidence. I think that's important throughout the season.
Hello, Drake. What do you think you have improved in the last year? I mean, what is the biggest change in your game in the last year?
Yeah, as a goalkeeper, we're always looking for ways to improve. There's always something. Even if you have a great game, do well, get a clean sheet, whatever it is, there's always something that you can look back and film and say, okay, I probably could have done that better. Maybe I could have helped the team out in that way better. So I'm always looking for ways to improve my game. I think for me, I just try and be as consistent as possible. I'm not perfect. I'm still learning as a goalkeeper, and with time, you start to learn how to adapt to games in the moment, how to learn from the games that you play, and I just try. And I think for me, the last year is just kind of being more of a leader. I think wearing the captain's band, there's a bit of a responsibility to have more of a voice, and just add some confidence to the team in like the back line. So yeah, I'd probably say leadership is where I've probably grown the most.
We'll go to Michelle, then Javier.
Okay. The game the other day, there were two penalties in the area. You guys would have, run away with that game probably without that. Can you talk about that? Is that something that you guys have discussed about, not putting you in those situations to have to deal with those penalty kicks in those tough situations?
Yeah, I think penalties are a part of the game. When it happens, it's unfortunate. I don't think anyone's intending to draw a penalty, and it's just a classic circumstance of adversity in the game. It is what it is, and you have to deal with it in the moment. I mean, I didn't save either of them. I'm more disappointed in not, saving at least one of them. Granted, it's a little difficult when it's the same guy taking two pens, but again, that's just part of the job, being ready for anything. So, yeah, we want to limit our mistakes in those moments, especially in these elimination games, these high-stakes games. So, yeah, I think, we've learned from that, and again, it's just part of the game. Like, I don't think anyone intended to draw two pens, but it's something that we have to deal with. And, the game's not over till it's over. So we still had a full second half to play after that first half. And I think we adapted really well going into like the second half of that game.
Hi, Drake. Good morning. Javier Rodriguez with Fan Network TV. You are one of the rocks of this team, very important player. But I want to ask you about this. Could you please dedicate some words to the Team USA that just participated in the Olympic Games? Give some words, give a message to them, please.
Yeah, on both sides, men's and women's, I think it was a great showing to see, them represent the country in the way that they did and how they competed is great. And, I think for the women, winning a gold medal is huge. It just shows the class and hard work and dedication that they put into their craft, and to be able to bring a gold medal home and represent the way that they did is great. So yeah, it's awesome to see them show out for us in the Paris Olympics.
Andrea?
Hi, Drake. I wanted to ask you about David Martinez. He came in, he played after 2 days of being here. How have you built up chemistry with him? Because the center back position, both have been a little bit changing for you this year. You don't always have the same pairing in front of you.
Yeah, I think David's done great. I think he came in, and yeah, in like 2 days' time, he played his first game, and he's very good on the ball, very confident on the ball, makes good decisions. Really, really good player, and yeah, he's meshed with the team well. Of course, it's always tough mid-season to join a team and be asked to go in and start games and perform well. So for him to do that and do that efficiently has been great, and yeah, happy to have him on the team, and he's going to add a lot of versatility to kind of how we build up and intensity in how we defend. So,
Any other question? We'll do the last one here with Michelle. You can go ahead.
Okay. Drake, you guys have not played with Leo Messi since June 1st, I think is the last. So it's been, basically 2 months. Do you feel like the team has really just gotten used to playing without, he's obviously, whatever, best player in the world, your captain and all that, your co-captain. It seems like the team has just figured out how to play and win without him. Can you talk about that? And on that also, how involved is he with you guys when he's out injured and he's not out at training? How much interaction are you guys having with him during this period? Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's been unfortunate, that we haven't had him for like the last 2 months, and he's a player that you want, on your roster, playing games, helping us win games. And so it's been difficult, but I think, other players have stepped up and done their job and been able to, help us out in those games when he's not available. And so, yeah, it's, he's such a big presence on our team in terms of when he's with us and even when he's not playing. He's in every day, doing work with like the trainers and, I think it's important for the guys to, see how he takes care of himself, see how he responds to an injury, and hopefully we'll be able to have him back soon.
Thank you, Drake.